Hi everyone, good morning if you're in the UK, if you're around the world, and hello. I actually went to sleep last night for the first time in a long time. 'Cause normally, I stay awake all night and I sleep in the day. That's really bad. I got a really bad body clock. Obviously, as you can imagine, watching UFC fight nights and watching UFC cars and having to do content surrounding them, it can be really tiring because the person the per, my the mindset that I have, if I'm gonna do something, I have to do it not straight away, but I have to do it pretty soon afterwards. Otherwise, my mind will be going round and round about it, like, especially with fighting. Because obviously, if I'm going to fight by the morning, I might have forgotten a crucial moment in the fight. And as you might have seen it on the community section, I just posted that I'm trying to get Dan Hardy on the podcast because I like Dan Hardy's analysis. So I have reached out to him on both Instagram and Twitter. So let's see what happens. Obviously, I can't promise anything, but let's see what happens. And speaking of the podcast, as I've said, I'll get anybody on the podcast. We've obviously we've been reading the course, but the point is not just gonna be fighting. And when it comes to other type of content, obviously I uploaded a video yesterday about the WWE World Heavyweight title making a return. And when you're making a video in the time, you don't think it that bad. But when you watch it back, you really don't like it. That's what happened with that one. So I've just decided to take it down, and I don't know whether I'm gonna be doing any more wrestling content because every time I do a video about it, it's one of the it's one of it's one of the lowest things on the channel. So I don't know whether I'm gonna continue them or not. Knowing me, I probably will do, but I don't think I'm gonna make it a regular thing. If anything, I probably will move that over to TikTok or try and get a regular guest spot on a different channel, if you know what I mean. So yeah, I'll let you know about the wrestling content because, as I say, it's one of the, it's one of the most low performing videos on my channel. When I do post the video talking about it, if I probably will just either make it a live stream like this and just basically just do a quick video on it if there's something that I want to talk about, or as I said, I'll go on to a different platform. But I know people are gonna say just make a new channel. I can't run two channels by myself. I just can't. So there we go. And it's got, and I'm definitely gonna keep the football stuff because because that did relatively well, and I like doing it, and I felt like it flowed really well. So I'll keep that I'll keep that I'll keep that on the channel. I I I, I was thinking about starting a new podcast called Just Chatting with Anton or something like that, or just chilling with Ant. But now that I think about it, shouldn't I call it the Anthony? Not, shouldn't I just use the Anthony podcast name? Because because obviously I can still use that name because it's still technically me. Well, it is me. There's no technically about it. It is me. So let me know what you think. Should I should I leave the Anthony podcast name for the interviews, or should I just do everything under the Anthony podcast name if it's a long form video or a long form chat? I I know I know you I know a lot of you probably don't give a fuck, but I just wanted to get you I just wanted to get your vibe on it. So let me know if you want to. If you don't, then obviously that's cool. What we got this weekend? The UFC fight night. I might do the main event for that. When it comes to UFC fight nights, I don't really want to do the whole card. I just don't. Like, I do watch the whole card, but when it comes to talking about it, I really don't. The problem is with UFC cards, I'm just really not into breaking down the whole card. I don't know why. I've done it before, and I've enjoyed doing it before, but for some reason I just like breaking down the big fights. But I do watch. Obviously, I do watch the whole card, but but by looking at my videos, you would just think I watch the main event and the co-main, but I do watch the whole card. So I don't know why I don't know why I don't do a whole card breakdown. I think I don't know why I'm rambling, to be honest. Look, I, I've got some interesting videos coming up. I've got I've got I've got one about the Kingpin card on June 3rd, because I want to talk about that. I've also got one about Canelo and his return soon. So, and I think that will be an interesting video as well. And obviously next month we have the Katie Taylor fight, so I'm looking forward to that as well. So yeah, a lot of interesting things coming on the channel. As I said, I'm still gonna be doing interviews with different people from different backgrounds. I know that might be a bit out of place, but as I said, it's my channel, and I and I enjoy doing it, and I've done it for the last 3 or 4 years. So I'm not stopping it now. As I've said before, I I will try and get more fight orientated people on, but obviously when you get current day fighters on, it's when you when you when you interview current day fighters, it's really hard to interview them, but also try and be honest in your opinions, if you know what I mean. Because if you're interviewing a fighter and then you talk about their fight, because of your interaction with them, positive or negative, it could influence your opinion. And I don't want to be that guy. That's why I always say I'll interview past fighters or people like in the broadcasting game, or interviewers, or like anything like that involving fighters, like promoters or things like that. But in terms of actual current day fighters, probably not, unless they're like coming up, and I mean like coming up, like one or two fights on the domestic scene or white collar stuff, or obviously I will interview influencers and their influencer boxing journey. I would do that. But when it comes to like like elite level fighters or like just half decent pros, I I don't think it would. I just don't think it would work. Me making a video potentially criticising them and then asking them for an interview. Like, you know what I mean? It just wouldn't feel right. So that's why I don't interview fighters. But I would love to get referees and like broadcasted on them, people like that, and other people that do predictions and things like that. The one person that I want to get on is the MMA guru. I just I just don't like it. I just don't like his content. So I know a lot of people do, and that's fine. I mean, I do like some of his breakdowns, but there's some of his content that I don't really like. So I probably wouldn't get him on, to be honest. Nothing against him. It's just somebody that I don't want to get on. Obviously it works for him, and that's fine. Great, well done. Because the the way he does his content is just not for me. So 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 let let me know if there's anybody that you want me to get on. That obviously try and keep it realistic. Obviously, don't say people. Obviously, don't say that people like John Jones. First of all, I would never do that, and second of all, that's virtually impossible. I would imagine. So if you want me to get Ariel Helwani on, I would definitely do that. Because I think that would be an interesting chat. As I've said to you before, I would, I, 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 I would love to get some. Why am I talking like this? I apologise. It must be so boring. So moving on. Last night, obviously, we had a couple Premier League games. In terms of goals, I saw in the moment, I saw none because I woke up late for the games. Because as I said, I sleep all day and stay up all night. Apart from today, because I actually went to sleep. But as I said, I I didn't see any of the goals live. But when I woke up, yeah, it was it was one one in the Leeds and Leicester game. So it was 1-1 in that game. No, sorry, it was 0-0 in that game. Apologies, it was nil. It was 0-0. And when I turned over to the Villa game, it was already 1-0. And then I watched the Villa game for most of the second half, and it was really poor. The Villa's second half, both sides were poor. The Villa and Fulham. And then I turned back over to the Leicester and Leeds game, and it was 1-1, and that's how that ended. So I literally saw no goals live. Obviously, I saw the replay, and I didn't see any goals in the Wolves game. In the Wolves game either. against Palace. So all in all, I had a crap evening when it comes to live goals. But tonight it will be a good night because it's Man City versus Arsenal. I think Man City will take that, to be honest. And Chelsea are playing as well. I can't remember who they're playing, but I expect them to lose, to be honest. Speaking of Chelsea, I've heard reports that they're going to bring in Pochettino at, at the end of the season for next year. I think Poch could do really well with them, to be honest, because obviously it's good with young players, and when he was at Spurs, he got them challenging the title. Obviously, he never won the title, but he got them challenging at least. And don't forget, next season, Chelsea will have no European football, so they'll only have one game a week at most. Obviously, they'll have two games when the FA Cup starts, but that don't start till January. So for most of the season, they only have one game a week, and obviously that can be a negative and a positive. Obviously, you'll have more time with them on the training pitch, but you also have less actual real game, not actual real games to try stuff out. But as I said, you'll have more time on the training pitch. So yeah, I think he'll be a good manager for Chelsea. Obviously, you'll get the fans that would say he's not a Chelsea man and things like that. Hello, Rory. If you've been watching me for a while, you know I'm talking now. But anyway, yeah, there'll be certain fans that would say he's not a Chelsea man, and obviously, because he's a former Spurs manager, there'll be a lot of people that won't want him, and I understand that. But I think at this point, Chelsea as a club and as a fan base have to humble themselves a little bit. Because this season you've been terrible, and I do mean terrible. And obviously, I understand having high standards, but there's having high standards and then there's being entitled. And I think sometimes Chelsea fans, well, not obviously not all Chelsea fans. Let's be honest. Every fan base to a degree of a big club, Liverpool, Man United, and Man City, and every other team, they all have fan bases that believe that they should be doing better. Like if you're one of the big six, if you're one of the big six, obviously Man United, Arsenal, Chelsea, and I would say even though Man City are not a traditional top six, I would say in the next 5 years, people are going to start looking at them like that. But the point is, every big club are gonna have fans that feel entitled. But with Chelsea, it feels a lot worse because obviously under the previous ownership, uh, un, under the previous ownership, if they change their manager, they would ultimately win stuff. That's why they change their manager so much because they had a set they had a set philosophy at the club of of the you know when you say something and you think no, that's not right. obviously, the former owner, Roman Abramovich, he had a way of sacking managers sometimes too soon, but he'd always bring the manager that would win them the cup or win them some kind of trophy. But obviously, but obviously, this 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 time it hasn't worked. But obviously they've got new ownership, and Todd Bowley, whatever his name is, I think that's it. Todd Bowley seems like a right arsehole, to be honest. So, yeah, I just don't know what it is with Chelsea. To be honest, I just think they recruited too many players at once, and they recruited too many too many too many of the same players, and I just think they recruited poorly. As I said, Todd Bowley comes across as a right arsehole, to be honest, when you hear some of the stuff that he come out with and some of the stuff that he's tried to do at Chelsea. But maybe I'm wrong. Liverpool. Uh, anyway, I don't want to turn this into a football stream. I apologise. So thank you for the support, and I hope you had a good day, and and I will be back soon to talk about some fighting or whatever else comes to my mind. So, I will speak to you later. Thank you for the support, and have a good day. Bye bye. See ya.